asteroid warning given by cosmologists, astronomers, concerning human extinction fears, as life-destroying event is almost certain. It's not an if, it's a when. Callum Hoare Express UK reports, a scientist has expressed her concerns that the human race could become extinct by a life-destroying asteroid that is almost certainly going to happen in the future. Asteroids are small rocky bodies, celestial bodies in our inner solar system orbiting the sun, but we even have interstellar things coming at us, as we recently found. Now, our system's inner solar system bodies, there are millions of them flying around in space. We've recently mapped most of what they found up to the end of 2018. It looks like a soup of celestial bodies circling the Earth, and these are the ones that are over 400 feet in diameter. And if you include the small ones that they have not found yet, you can imagine what our space looks like in our inner solar system. Now, millions of these bodies flying around in space could collide with us, and this is known as impact events. They have played a significant role in shaping planets, even ours, in the past. One of them is the famous impact on Earth at the Chicxulub, Yucatan Peninsula, the Chicxulub crater, 66 million years ago, that wiped out the dinosaurs. It's believed to be the remains of the huge space rock that caused the dinosaur extinction. Cosmochemist Dr. Natalie Starkey is worried that history may repeat itself in this same way. In her new book, Chasing Stardust, the Open University Outreach and Public Engagement Officer outlined why more attention has to be given to these cosmic hazards. In other words, we have to have a priority of finding them, mitigating them, and protecting Earth. She writes, the United Nations has designated June 30th as International Asteroid Day, which to many people it may seem like a strange thing to do. It certainly is not, because asteroids are about to become extinct, like some endangered wildlife. Instead, it's because there's a threat that we, as humans, could become extinct if an asteroid was to collide with our Earth. The prospect of our planet experiencing such an event, such a catastrophe, life-destroying impact by a comet or an asteroid, may sound highly unlikely, but it is something that is almost certain to happen some point in the future. The question is when. Dr. Starkey went on to detail why mankind needs to act now to secure a safer planet for our offspring. Hence off-world space exploration, right? Nonetheless, humans may not be completely in the clear. She said, for those of us already here on Earth, luck seems to be on our side for now, with scientists predicting that we should be safe for at least the next 100 years, as there are no near-Earth objects predicted to be on a direct collision course with Earth in this time. That's assuming that you found all of them, and they have not found all of them. As we found out at the beginning of August, with an amateur astronomer, Borisov, finding the interstellar comet coming in at us. So there are things that, of course, have not been found. Even the Chelyabinsk meteor a couple of years ago, that was never seen coming in at us. That was a total surprise. So she goes on to say, nevertheless, there is always a possibility a random object that scientists cannot yet see is lurking out there in the outer solar system in an orbit that intersects that of Earth's orbit within the next few decades. The problem is that it is currently impossible for astronomers to track every single object in the solar system, particularly the small and fast-moving ones that are on random orbits. And let's remember what happened July 25th. This was revealed to us a couple of weeks after that. A near-Earth object was supposed to pass safely and clearly beyond our moon, and its trajectory was assumed to be a straight line into outer space, but that did not happen. What happened is that near-Earth object that was supposed to be beyond the moon came careening into Earth and smashed over the Caribbean Sea. That was not supposed to happen, but it did. Why did it happen? Now, the astronomers came out saying that the Yarkovsky effect In other words, the sun's rays on the surface of the body caused a temperature differential, and that caused the gravity, the weight of certain, the heating of it caused a tumbling of the asteroid on its axis, and that's the way it got off its trajectory and came careening into Earth. So you see, you can never tell. It depends on what material the celestial body is made of, and if it heats and tumbles on its axis, it may very well change course, and they don't know what that entails. Will it come away from us? Will it go away from us? Will it come careening into Earth? So you can never be sure that they're going to be on a straight path directly out, depending on how the sun and other factors play on it. Now, she says here, the problem is that it's currently impossible for astronomers to track everything in our solar system, especially the fast and small moving ones that are on random orbits. And despite this, she says, you may wonder why we should care about the Earth experiencing a large impact, particularly one that might not happen for more than 100 years from now. However, it's not a comfortable thought that we may leave behind for our descendants a planet that's ill-prepared to defeat and deal with a potentially cataclysmic species killer impact from space, particularly if we can work together now to do something to prevent this from happening. Dr. Starkey rounded up her point off, leaving a sober example of what could happen to the blue planet, our Earth that is. She concludes, hence Asteroid Day, the date of which marks the anniversary of the Siberian Tunguska event, is designed to get us thinking carefully about what our global plan will be if we discover that an object is heading straight for us. An impact from space could have globally devastating effects, so working out how to deal with it involves enormous international cooperation. We just need to look at the huge scar that comet Shoemaker-Levy 9 left in the side of Jupiter when it careered through its atmosphere in 1994, to wonder what the same impact could have done to Earth. Luckily, scientists and governments have already begun working on ways to protect our planet from such space threats, but it is still early days. The warning comes after NASA received a warning over the most dangerous space rock heading to Earth, and this is asteroid Bennu. Asteroid 101955 Bennu, formerly known as 1999 RQ-36, is a potentially hazardous object listed on the Sentry Risk Table with the second highest cumulative rating on the Palermo Technical Impact Hazard Scale. And asteroid Bennu, one of the 4 asteroids that could strike Earth, the one that's about to be the the earliest will be 214 JO25 in the year 2027. It's 650 meters in diameter. It's about 1,300 feet, so it's pretty big. And then you have 2040, the year 2040, 140 meters in diameter. That's about 500 feet in diameter, so it's about a third the size of the one that's coming in 2027. And the probability of that is 1 in 625 that it will get at us. The one in 2027 is a probability of 1 in 8,300. The next one will be the Apophis asteroid heading at us year 2068. That's about 400 meters, 1,200 feet in diameter. Probability of 1,000 in 150,000 that it will impact us. And then you have asteroid Bennu, which is 560 meters, about 1,500 feet in diameter. So it's the biggest of them all, and it has 1 in 1,000 chances of coming and impacting us. That's to be coming at us in the year 2182. So that's the one that they know of so far, but they're always finding. Look at the one that's coming in at us now, the interstellar one. I don't understand what the HELL interstellar objects are doing in our solar system. How are they getting here and coming towards Earth, for God's sakes? How are they coming towards Earth? Where are they coming? Do we have another solar system at the edge of our solar system, or maybe it's Nibiru Planet X, Wormwood, Nemesis, whatever you want to call it. Maybe these interstellar things are coming in from these objects that the ancients were telling us come in at us every once in a while. They have been coming in the past and they will be coming in the future. Of course, space agencies, even though they know that this may be the case, are not going to start telling us these things because you can imagine what happens to the world if everybody's living under a panic. It's not the best thing to do. But anyway, it is concerning how these interstellar objects are all of a sudden coming in at us. Now, the one that we had, the Huma, was in 2017. We saw that going out. This one, though, the new one, the Borisov interstellar comet, we see coming at us. If you look towards Mars, you'll be able to see it even with your amateur telescope. Is that a binary with Oumuamua? Because, they tell us that these celestial objects don't come in alone. They usually come in binaries or in groups. Is that a group with the Oumuamua comet, or is it by itself? Or will there be another one coming in right after it? This thing coming at us now was discovered by an amateur astronomer by chance. He had his telescope looking towards the sun, and that's how he found it. And you can see it if you look towards Mars. You can very easily see it, and you'll be able to see it up from now up to October or whatever, as it's coming in towards us between Mars and space and Earth, and it will be going out. So, Bennu, potentially hazardous object listed on Sentry risk scale, second highest cumulative rating in the Palermo Technical Impact Hazard Scale. So that's very serious. Investigators have already warned the space agency it could be devastating if they do not act. In other words, do something to get it off its trajectory towards Earth. Now, hence the DART missions, the binary star, the Didymus thing that they will be going at NASA and ESA, if you see the video before this one, expected to get there by October 2022. So investigators have already warned the space agency that it could be devastating if they do not act. And according to a study by scientist Maria Eugenia Sansatorio in 1999, the asteroid may impact Earth. Dr. Sansatorio warned in a report for the solar system journal Icarus that there is a good chance of the asteroid striking Earth. This is what she told Universe Today back in 2010. The total impact probability of asteroid Bennu, that is formerly 1999 RQ36, can be estimated as 0.00092, approximately 1 in 1,000 chance, but what is most surprising is that over half of this chance corresponds to the year 2182. So like all asteroids that pose a threat to life on Earth, NASA has a plan to tackle it. The space agency is currently running its mission to the OSIRIS-REx spacecraft to find out more about this rock, and spacecraft spent 2 years chasing Bennu down before orbiting it for another 2 years and taking samples. Then in 2023 will blast back to Earth to allow scientists from around the world to study the samples. The mission team is particularly interested in learning the role that asteroids like Bennu, which is dark, primitive, and apparently carbon-rich, may have played in creating life on Earth. Well, I wouldn't be, I don't really care what role it played in creating life on Earth, asteroids like that. All I care about is you get it off from the neighborhood of Earth. And they say this will also help scientists to refine the odds of a strike on Earth. So more of this as, their missions continue. In the meantime, NASA wanted to have a moon landing 2024. We have various NASA scientists saying, don't bet on it. It's not likely going to happen. We're going to miss that chance. We don't have the, the budget, the hardware, the software, the technicians. I don't know what the problem is, but they have a lot of problems, and they're not going to be making a moon landing by 2024. So who knows when it's going to be delayed up to. So I'll leave links below for you for this on Express UK. If you'd like to join me on my Patreon account, you will hear content not covered by mainstream media. These riveting stories will be based on my research, and I will state my opinions and give my personal insight on diverse and controversial subjects and world events not covered by mainstream media, and not supported by YouTube guidelines. So whatever I have on my Patreon, most of those will not be on my YouTube channel. Please consider becoming a member today. More of the most significant and important videos will be on my Patreon channel. Your support helps me to continue my research and keeps this YouTube channel alive. And we depend on your support, your generous charity, because we help economically challenged families here in Athens, Greece, in Kapota, and we also help the young generation with university tuition and the community around our church. Thank you.